seen an empty newspaper office at night. How cold and dark and still it is. The moon pokes through the dirty windows and hunts in the corners for the ghosts of old forgotten stories. But some stories never grow old and cannot be forgotten. In this dark, deserted room on a night long ago, such a story began. I see it even now, all so clearly. The battered desks, the muted telephones, a vagrant moonbeam touching the dusty, littered floor. And then suddenly, well, what's that? Sounds like my old typewriter. Cracking away in the empty room. See, on that desk in the corner. Why, it's a little cockroach. Dancing on the keys of the typewriter? Time after time, he climbs up on the framework and dives headfirst onto a key. And the impact of the blow is just enough to operate the letters. And then for frantic minutes, he works at fever heat. And then he falls exhausted into the wastebasket. And he wipes his fevered brow with a limp antenna. And the result of his heavy literary labor reads as follows.
I am only a poor, humble cockroach, but creative expression is the need of my soul. I'm little, and I'm ugly, and everybody sneers at me, but I'm a poet, and my heart holds a flame. Leave a paper in the typewriter every night, and I will write your stories for you. I don't want any credit or any salary. All I ask is the right to create my immortal poetry. Leave some apple peelings in the wastebasket too, boss. You can call me Archie.
And so the immortal insect Archie, free verse poet, philosopher, cockroach about town, came to work in the newspaper business. And just why he picked as his boss, ink salt, gin salt, tired old Don Marquis, I do not know.
Well, boss, that's a good enough question, all right. No insect really likes human beings. I guess I picked you because you seemed, well, somehow less human than the others.
Almost the first sentence he batted out on the keys with his stubborn, aching little head gave the key to Archie's character, and perhaps to the relationship between us. He wrote,
Boss, my heart has followed all its days something I cannot name.
Good night, Mr. Marquis.
and so it is with the hearts of newspaper men too, who know that their immortal words today serve but to wrap tomorrow's fish. In the search for immortality, our bears leave a cockroach and a tired old newspaper man, are not so different after all. So we became friends and co-workers, Archie and I. And as he wrote, a strange new world opened for me. A world of back alleys and hidden places and wild, free creatures. And the wildest, freest creature of them all was mehitabel, the cat. And the strangest story was the story of the friendship between my little cockroach friend and that cat. The story of Archie and mehitabel.
I write about the big city from the underside. Of Freddy the Mouse and Broadway the Lightning Bug and mehitabel the cat. Ah, mehitabel, mehitabel. queen of all the creatures of the night, with a soul too gay and a conscience too frail. I saw her just the other evening, boss. She was tossing a party in Shinbone Alley for a bunch of the toughest cabbies in town. They were dancing on the ash cans, twirling their tails in the moonlight.
Meow, meow, meow. What do we care if we're down and out? There's dance hall too in the outdoors, yes. We'll run our friends like get me chest. There's dance hall too in the outdoors, yes. I've had my jam, but I never was no one's pet. I got a limp in my left hind leg, but there's life in mehitabel yet. Oh, young man yelled at the joyous sound, and dance all too in the old ghost jet. As long as Tom's still creeping round, there's dance all too in the old ghost jet. My heart's been broken 1,000 times, and I've been through the mill. A lot of charms have come and gone, but I'm a lady still. Okay, grandkid, get the golden moon, yes, dance all too in the old girls, yes. Oh, I like the old girl all too soon, yes, dance all too in the old girls, yes. She's against the cops.
Well, boss, that's mehitabel for you. Her left ear is ragged, there are lumps on her hide, and she limps on her hind leg on the starboard side. Though life always treats her in the same ugly way, yet she sings as she dances, touche your gay, touche your gay.
Cheerio, my deario, there's life in me yet. Toujours gay, toujours gay, toujours gay, toujours gay, toujours gay, toujours gay, toujours gay. gay, toujours gay, toujours gay, toujours gay, toujours gay, toujours gay, toujours gay. I'll banish my troubles, they'll vanish like bubbles. I'll sing all my troubles away. Toujours gay, toujours gay, toujours gay.
You know, boss, sometimes I think mehitabel is toujours gay.
Toujours gay? There's no such thing as toujours gay. Why, you foolish cockroach. You're a queer little creature who wheedles and begs with too many marbles and too many legs. And when you are preaching, you talk through your hat. You make me so mad I can just stop you flat. And yet I must confess, it's kind of nice to know there is someone in this cold, cruel world who worries about mehitabel soul. Even if it's only a blue-nosed, stiff-necked, ugly-faced, know-it-all little cockroach. Well, ta-ta, Archie. I'll be seeing you, I do suppose.
Gee, isn't she wonderful? I'll be seeing you, she said. And did you hear what else she said about me? You're a queer little creature who wheedles and begs with too many morals and too many legs. And when you are preaching, you talk through your hat. You make me so mad I could just stomp you flat. Isn't that beautiful? But yet she must confess, it's kind of nice to know there is someone in this cold, cruel world who worries about mehitabel's soul. That's me. I worry about her.
Poor Archie. He tries so hard but accomplishes so little. And yet every night he's back here in the office, pouring out his heart and wisdom to an indifferent world. He writes of many things. Philosophy.
People may think they amount to a great deal, boss, but to a mosquito, they're just something to eat.
Politics.
The human race may be doing the best it can, but that's an explanation, not an excuse.
Ethics.
Honesty is a good thing, boss, but it is not profitable unless kept strictly under control.
Nature study. The honeybee.
The honeybee is sad and cross and wicked as a weasel, and when she perches on you, boss, she leaves a little measle.
But most of all, he writes about mehitabel, the cat.
Boss, I wish mehitabel would settle down. I saw her again the other night, digging in a trash heap. And she looked as if she were part of that heap herself. But her eyes were flickering with a bright green flame. I begged her to take a job as a house cat, boss, but she just laughed.
Oh, Archie, why talk about mundane things? I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love.
Oh, mehitabel, not again. Well, I'm the cat the ladies dig. When I go by, they dig it big. They roll their eyes and flip their wings.
Maybe so, 'cause where I spit, the grass don't grow. No, girls, ain't I a thrill?
All right, girls. Thank you for minding sore. Meow. Hello, handsome. Didn't take you long to draw a crowd.
I couldn't help it, babe. Guess I'm just too catastrophic. Anyways, I was only waiting for you, my sweet fishiness. Oh, forget about those flea-bitten felines and come with me to the trash can.
If you insist.
Now, listen here, mehitabel. Your predilection for tomcats is the scandal of the neighborhood. I hate to be the one to say this, but every time I turn around, there you are with another ugly, stupid, sex-mad lout of a tomcat. And the main thing is mehitabel. You're not mehitabel, and that's the main thing. I'm getting out of here.
What's the matter, little cockroach? Do you object to love?
Oh no, I love love.
Or perhaps, my nosy little cockroach, you object to me?
Archie dear, this is my Bill, my own true love. This is the real thing at last.
Big Bill? Not Big Bill, the terror of Shinbone Alley.
Miserable little insect, I do not like you. I do not like your face. I do not like your philosophy. I do not like your shape. I find that your extreme profundity is exceeded only by your obscene profundity.
Oh, that's very clever.
In other words, you are too smart and too round. I think that I will make you flat, 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 flat.
1 second, tall, dark, and bushy-tailed. Archie is mine. If there's any philadeling to do on him, I do it.
Yeah, she does it.
But honey cause, it won't take but a minute.
I got time.
A minute is far too long, Big Bill. Mehitabel waits for no man. Love is a fleeting thing, so let's either flit or get.
Yeah, flit or get.
Well, how about a compromise then? Suppose I don't flatten him. Just toss him a little ways?
Well, a little ways might not hurt.
Well, that seems reasonable. A little ways might be... Wait a minute, what am I saying? Mehitabel, what are you saying?
Oopsie daisy!
Oh, no, not the antenna.
Consider yourself lucky this time, little round nothing. But don't ever cross my path again. The truth is, I hate intellectuals. Oopsie daisy!
Ow! Well, it wouldn't happen if he wasn't so nosy.
Enough of cockroaches, my little sex pot. The moon is high, and my resistance is low. So hug me a hug, and away we go.
At last I found my dear romance, but it was so trial and error.
And he is a rival, Bruce named Bill, one-eyed and a holy terror.
My scar is stitched from 100 fights, and I've got no hair on my tail.
But the son of a gotta be yelling, mine is indubitably male.
Indubitably!
Open century before I can prance under the blood-red moon
And sing to the stars where Venus and Mars and Kepler and Clutch and Groon.
His good-eye gleams like a coal of hell from the mercury out of your yard.
And the heart that jumps in the cage of my ribs is hot and mean and hard.
You pussies that purr on a Persian rug and mew to some poor floor creep. Meow. Little you know the wild nostalgia light of a midnight almond tree.
A fish and fish from a garbage can or a milk rated at dawn. It's better than safety and slavery, you punks that cut and thong. We're right across the roof of the world.
Mehitabel.
I'm Bill. I'm sorry, we've got to be yelling. Come, this is dance in the old girl still.
So Mehitabel and Big Bill went off rioting across the roof of the world. And little Archie was left all alone, hugging to his breast an all too familiar sorrow. The next morning I came to the office early, and there was Archie, holding his head dejectedly with 4 of his legs. He had typed the following message.
Was it no use? I tried to make Mehitabel respectable, but she just wouldn't listen. She ran off with that big, mean-hearted tomcat.
For the next few weeks, Archie wrote no more about Mehitabel. He tried to lose himself in his work. He even wrote a song about a smug country bug of his acquaintance.
Last night I met a lightning bug who just got into town. He flashed and flickered mightily as he flew up and down. And all us insects gathered round and cheered and urged him on. He said, I am a wonderful bug, you'll miss me when I'm gone. We nicknamed him Broadway Boss because he flashes so pretty. But then he got so very vain, he sneered at us and snickered. He said, I bet you've never seen a bug before that flickered. I said to him, though you may think you are a natural wonder, I've watched your lightning all night long, but I don't hear no thunder. I guess that took him down a peg or two, boss.
But Archie's false cheer did not fool me. I knew that he was still brooding about Mehitabel. And then one night, the inevitable happened. Archie's note was brief and exciting.
Boss, she's back. Mehitabel is back in Shinbone Alley. I hate to say I told you so, but that good-for-nothing Bill has left her, and she's alone. I must go down to see her, to lend her my support, to help her dry her tears, to make her change her ways. It's no use looking at me like that. I don't care what you say. She needs me, I tell you, she needs me.
Into the valley of death rode the 600.
Shinbone Alley. Home sweet home. Mehitabel! What a revolting thought.
Well, look who's here.
Hi, Mehitabel. Shut up, goofball! Boo! Archie! Archie, are you all right? Speak to me!
That Mehitabel, she'd stoop to anything.
Really?
Shut up,
goofball!
Mehitabel, don't you ever do that again. I'm not a well bug.
Gee, Archie, it's nice to see you.
It's nice to see you, too. Seemed like you were away a long time.
Seems like, I'll confess, I kind of miss you, miserable little insect that you are.
Me, too. Kinda.
I hardly know what to say.
Well, why don't we just keep on talking? that was good. Talking, the way we were talking, about missing and everything. Tell me, mehitabel, was he really so mean to you, that big Bill?
Oh, what's the use in complaining? Main thing is, here I am, back again. A little older.
Meow.
A little raggeder.
Meow.
But still in the ring, Archie. Still in the ring.
Meow.
My youth I shall never forget. But there's nothing I really regret. The years I have poured down the drain have sparkled like golden champagne. It's Cheerio, my deario, plants and pirouettes. It's Cheerio, my deario, there's life in me yet. Toujours gay, toujours gay, toujours gay, toujours gay, toujours gay, toujours gay, toujours gay.
Mehitabel, stop it. Come on, stop it now. Aren't you a little ashamed? Aren't you a little mortified? Aren't you a little chastened?
Not since that devil Big Bill chastened me, I'm not. And he was some chaser. Come to think of it, you ought to know, Archie. I wouldn't let that mean old devil catch up with me if I were you. And he hasn't forgotten you, you know. He still thinks you're a little too round.
Oh, don't worry about me, mehitabel. What we have to worry about is you. Big Bill threatens only my poor carcass, but with you it's your spiritual well-being that's at stake. Believe me, mehitabel, I say this more in sorrow than in anger, but your morals are the lowest, the loosest, the limpest.
My morals, my morals? Everybody worries about my morals. What the hell, Archie? I never claimed to have any morals. You just gotta stop trying to make me over. What's right for you isn't necessarily right for me, you know. After all, it's perfectly proper for a chicken to lay eggs. But if a lady from Larchmont did it, it would be a scandal. Oh, now you're getting mad again. You're so stuffy, it's making me huffy. And what's more, I'm beginning to think Big Bill is right. Maybe you are a little too round. Maybe you ought to be a little more flat.
Now, mehitabel, don't get excited, mehitabel.
Who's excited? I'm just gonna make you a little flat. Flat, 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 flat. All right.
Oh, mehitabel, why'd you always get so passionate?
Passionate? Me passionate? Really, Archie? I'm far too much of a lady to show such vulgar emotions. It's really you who's too passionate. Sensitive. That's what you are, Archie. Sensitive. You're a sensitive cockroach.
Sensitive? Me, sensitive? You try to stomp me flat and I run away and it makes me sensitive?
Oh, Archie. You mustn't quarrel again. We need each other. As a matter of fact, right now I need you very badly. In your professional capacity.
My professional capacity?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I was just on my way over to your office to see you about a story.
A story? What kind of a story?
About mehitabel. Naturellement. But not just a story. A novel. An epic. A classic.
Oh, no, not another one of those phony mehitabel melodramas.
See? Sensitive. Sensitive. Archie, I implore you, you must write it. How else will the world know of my tragedy?
Tragedy? What tragedy?
How can you ask? The tragedy of the century. The ultimate in heartbreak compassion. From fair to Big Bill. Say Finny.
Oh, you want me to capture the essence, the delicate flavor, the tragic magic of your sacred romance.
Yes, oh yes.
Okay, I'll do it. How's this? Quote, Mehitabel the alley cat was dragged off to another cheap affair by another ugly tomcat and left abandoned under another part taxi, unquote.
Archie, that's not very nice. It's not a big gallant. After all, a lady can just as easily leave a gentleman.
Now, let's be fair, Mehitabel. You never left a tomcat in your life, and you know it.
Well, what about Ralph? I left him, didn't I?
Ralph? Ralph was dead. mind is so large, how come you find it so easy to drive me out of it?
Archie, I don't know why I act the way I do. I'm mean to you, I don't listen to you. And in the end, you're always right and I'm always wrong.
I know.
No, there's no use denying it. I've been mean to you in the past and I'll be mean to you in the future. But I want you to know that I think you're the most wonderful poet in the whole world. You may be a cockroach and I may be a cat. But in a strange way, we're very much alike. Flotsam and jetsam, that's what we are, Archie. Flotsam and jetsam on the sea of life. Me without a husband.
Me without a wife.
No kiss.
No kin.
No chick.
No child. Flotsam and jetsam on the wild, wild sea of life.
Well, trouble isn't new to me, Archie. Oh, I remember Mama, my dear sweet Mama, before her ignominious death. She'd lean across my cradle and I'd swoon with joy from the catnip on her breast. Though Daddy was a villain, a deep dive villain, to me he wasn't mean or cold. He didn't throw me out into the cruel, cruel world till I was nearly 3 days old. Oh, flotsam and jetsam on a stormy sea,
Me a ruthless rover.
unaccountable me.
No kid.
No kid,
No child.
no chick,
Flotsam and jetsam in the wicked, wicked world. When you cats think you got troubles, you just don't know. For when you're born an insect, a frail, frail insect, you never live a life of ease. Not only do you have to bear the scorn of men, you have to tip your hat to fleas. You're always getting picked on by big fat people. You're lower than the lowly worms. And if they want to pick on someone lower still, the only thing that's left is germs.
Well, you just have to put a value on yourself, Archie. I started in life as an innocent kid, but I picked up a pointer or two. I learned there's a difference in people's affairs between what they say and they do. So I started doing and drifted to ruin, and this I am sorry to state. The moment I drifted, my poverty lifted. I wasn't as good, but I ate. Oh, flotsam and jetsam floating side by side,
Tossed in all directions,
drifting with the tide.
no folks,
No friends,
no heart,
no home, tossed it
and
trouble
as we roam the wide, wide world.
flotsam,
If you want troubles, we got some.
jetsam,
If we ain't got some, we'll get some.
stormy
And
realm.
if you want doubles or troubles, we'll get you the doubles.
Me
That'll be she,
without a rider,
drifting alone at sea.
he
That'll be me.
without a helm.
How can that possibly be?
No drive,
How can we try?
no bounce,
How can we bounce?
no bank
We had a bank account,
account.
just to no accounts.
Flotsam
Flotsam
and jetsam, who amounts to not a lot. Please write upon my tombstone in Shinbone Alley, she never did a thing by half. Eliza Ragged beat a good for nothing cat who was always good for laughs.
And when I meet the greater exterminator, don't sneer because a bug has died. Forget my ugly carcass and remember just the friendship that was deep inside. Oh, flotsam and jetsam as we mope and roam.
You my only comfort,
You my only hope,
my kiss,
my kid,
my pal,
my friend, clinging together to the bitter, bitter end.
Archie, my friend, you're absolutely right. I promise I'll mend my ways. I'm going right off now and get me the job as a house cat.
Oh, wonderful. And I promise I'll never scold you again as long as I live.
After all, I'm a lady. It wouldn't hurt for me to show my true lineage.
Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Oh, come to me, come to me, come to me, come to me. I want you now. I want you now. I want you now. I want you now.
Where did he come from? What does he want? What does he want? What does he want?
Don't shut me out. Don't shut me out. Don't shut me out.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Oh, come to me now. Come to me now. I want you now. I want you now. Tyrant Itatusol, at your service.
Mehitabel, please.
Madam, you must forgive my impetuosity, but rarely do my eyes behold such exquisite beauty.
Oh, sir.
You see before you a simple, unassuming genius, interpreter of the arts, actor extraordinaire,
Seducer of stray cats.
seducer, producer and star maker. Ah, my little pigeon, I could make a star out of you.
A star? Did you hear that, Archie? A star?
Only put yourself into my hands. I will work on you. I will mold you. And in a short time, you will become
A mother.
A mother. Will you stop that, please?
Yeah, stop that.
But Mehitabel, he's a big fake. Can't you see that? He's a phony.
Archie, you're nasty and suspicious. First you tell me to go with this kind gentleman, and then you slander him for no reason at all.
Go with him. Go with him. When did I tell you to go with him?
Well, you're always urging me to get a job. Obviously, this gentleman is offering me one. And not just that, he's offering me a career. A great career in the theater. You're just jealous of my success.
Success? Success? He hasn't even dragged you off yet.
Come with me, my little pussycat, to my theater trunk at McDougal Alley. There, under the blue light, surrounded by my priceless Picasso prints, I will teach you the method.
Oh, brother.
Yes, Maestro, yes. I accept. Teach me. Mold me.
Mehitabel, please, don't do it.
Quiet, Archie. I'm listening to the Maestro.
Come, little pigeon, come to me.
Oh, come to me
now.
Come to me
now.
I want you now. I want you now.
Think, Mehitabel, think. Oh, she did it again. Not 2 hours home, and she did it again. Boss, I've reached the end of my rope. I don't know what to do. All the world rejects me. Every man's hand is turned against the cockroach, and occasionally his foot. In my other life, I used to be a poet who felt like a cockroach. Now I'm a cockroach who feels like a poet. I am a poet, and my heart holds a flame. I try so desperately to bring a little beauty into the world, but no one will listen because I'm ugly. Other poets are always asking, where the little roses go underneath the snow. But does anyone ask where the little cockroaches go? Believe me, no. Sometimes I sit alone and think there is nothing lower than an ugly little gink like me, like me, like me. The other night I sat and cried and I decided a suicide I'd be, I'd be, I'd be. So I climbed to the 6th floor window and cried, farewell, cruel world. Then out of that 6th floor window, my little carcass I hurled. But I wasn't dashed to the sidewalk dead. I floated right up to the 8th floor instead. Boys, how insignificant can a fella get?
Little Archie's anguished question kept ringing in my ears. Boss, how insignificant can a little fellow get? And who can answer such a question? And yet perhaps he was putting too much blame on his own ugliness. For down in Greenwich Village, in his old abandoned theatre trunk home, the elegant and prepossessing Tyrone T. Tattersall was having his own troubles with LaBelle, mehitabel.
It's too much to pay, I tell you, too much. She gives me love. She gives me chicken, barbecued. God only knows where she gets it. She gives me fish and affection, both in exquisite quantity. But what a price I pay! What can I teach her? What can I show her? About life, she knows. But about the theatre, let's face it, she just hasn't got it. She hasn't got it here. But then again, in these days of crassest commercialism, thank you, when filthy mammon shreds the hallowed boards, thank you so much. Who has got it here except me? Ah, the theatre, its glory is fading away. The real old troopers are dying out. They're all amateurs today. They're all businessmen, I say. The artists are fading away. I tell you, they haven't got it anymore. It's very, very clear. They haven't got it here. They haven't got it here. Oh, I remember the dear old days of Jesper, Majeska, and Bruce. Those the days of theatre, of artistry and truth. Oh, I am one of the music left of the railroad troops right there. They really haven't got it. They haven't got it here. I remember Water? Water? For pity's sake, woman, a little applause. Is that too much to ask for? Just a little applause.
Sure, Maestro. Be my guest. Bravo, bravo, more.
Had I been one of those cheap vaudevillians, I could have milked 4 or 5 more at the very least. Ah, well, no matter. To work, my little pussy willow, my little pussy paw. Too soon bright Phoebus sinks below the hills.
Huh?
It's later than you think. Gracefully, regal bearing, dignity, stature.
I'm hungry.
Hungry? You worry about bodily appetites while I offer you food for the soul. Gracefully, I tell you.
Well, I think I ought to eat once in a while. After all, I go out and get the food.
After you have studied and sweated for your arts, we'll see what's left.
But I have studied. For 3 whole days I've studied.
A mere bagatelle. The divine Sarah Bernhardt studied for 34 years.
Well, couldn't I have just a cracker?
No.
One little cracker will spoil my art.
Ugh, you amateurs. No dedication, no singleness of purpose. Here, fill your pedestrian crawl. Good God, 4 o'clock. And we haven't even touched upon our reading yet here. Act 4, Scene 1, Portia's speech, read. Lovely. A lovely speech.
The quality of mercy is not strained. Sweetie.
Sweetie? Where do you see Sweetie? Show me Sweetie.
Well, I thought a little affection might jazz it up.
Jazz it up. Jazz up Shakespeare. Shakespeare may have survived the centuries, but at this moment I fear for him. And now, my darling, we'll move on to one of the most important aspects of theatre, improvisation. You must learn to extract the very essence, the very quintessence, the very excrudescence of art. You must learn to give the illusion of life to even the most inanimate objects. Now, I want you to play for me a young grapefruit.
What?
A young grapefruit. The tree is your mother. The sun is your father. You're growing, ripening. Now play for me a young grapefruit.
Yes, Maestro. I'll try. A grapefruit. I'm hungry!
Oh, never mind. Let's leave fruit and go back to Shakespeare. At least he's safely in his grave. Now, Romeo and Juliet. Read.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou? Romeo, deny thy father, and...
Oh, stop! Now listen, darling. You're reading Shakespeare, the greatest poet of the ages. His words are merely surface reflections, the outer shell of the inner meaning. His genius lies in his tempi, his prosodies, his inner rhythms. You must hear those inner rhythms. You must listen for the beat.
Really? Well, I'll try, Maestro. Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, and I'll no longer be a Capulet. Hey, this is pretty good when you start listening with the inner ear.
Shakespeare may have survived, but I won't.
Hey, I'm just beginning to feel it. 'Tis but thy name that is my enemy, though art thyself, though not a Montague. What's a Montague? What's a Montague? Is not hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any of the parts belonging to a man. Oh, a Romeo! Come on and be some other name!
No, my child, stop, I beg of you, stop! You don't know what you're doing. Now listen to how it should be read. He jests with scars that never felt a wound.
2, 3, 4.
He jests at scars that never felt a wound.
2, 3, 4.
But soft, watch light through yonder window break. The east, and Juliet is the sun.
Hey, 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 arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief. Hey, 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 Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, and I'll no longer be a Capulet, a Montague, a Montague,
A Montague, a Montague, a Montague, a Montague, a Capulet. A Montague, a Capulet. What am I doing? What has she done to me? I've got to get away. I've got to get away from her. Go, go, leave me. Get thee to a nun. No. No, what am I saying? Just go, go, leave me.
But Maestro, what about my career?
Mehitabel, let me speak plainly to you. Your career has just ended. But don't feel too badly about it, my dear. Let's just say we're both true professionals, but from different walks of life. And do you know what the trouble is with both our professions? They're being ruined by amateurs.
You know, Maestro, I'm going to analyze that statement. And when I get it analyzed, I have a feeling you'd better be gone from here.
Well and truly spoken, my little captive. Leave us now. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Have you perhaps a few paltry dollars I could borrow? Just for sweet sentiment's sake, as a reminder of our shining hour. All right, I'm going.
He comes back for bows, I'll kill him.
Oh.
There you have it. Men, they're all the same. And just think, I gave that big ham the best 2 weeks of my life.
So Tyrone T. Tattersall took the road to fame and spent weeks in Peoria and Point West. That is as far away from mehitabel and her Shimbone Alley cronies as we could possibly get.
I've done a lot of traveling, and I've had a bit of cheer. I've gained a bit of knowledge, and I've lost a bit of ear. Yeah. I've hoboed and I've hustled from the mountain to the sea. But there is just one dunk that fits my course on I love that Shimbone Alley, Shimbone Alley. No matter where I get to roam, I'm coming back. Yes, I'll be back to you, my home, sweet home. If I could run or walk or stagger or crawl, I'll be home to you, my home, sweet home. Now down in Shimbone Alley, we're the toughest kind of cats. We play a little baseball and use our toes for bats. And when it comes to fighting, we are the living end. If someone knocks you dead, at least you know it was a friend. In friendly Shimbone can run or walk or stagger or crawl, I'll be home to you, my home, sweet home.
He had shotgun from Shipbone, and he got the heaviest voltage lifts, and we can drive you crazy with the tremble of our hips. Got a brand of loving that sets you right apart. If you survive one kiss from us, you get a purple heart.
Man, this is too much!
I love that Shipbone
Alley. If I could run or walk or stagger or crawl, I'll be home to you, my Shipbone Alley. No matter where I get to go, you will always be my home sweet home.
coming back,
Coming back,
coming back,
coming back,
coming back.
coming back, coming back, coming back. Shipbone Alley, Shipbone Alley. If I can run, or if I can walk, or if I can stagger along, I'll be back, I'll be back, I'll be back, I'll be back home, sweet home. So mehitabel the cat became a freelance again. And once again, Shipbone Alley, the gritty city home, re-echoed to the concupiscent caterwauling of turgid tomcats on the make. But for once, Archie's reaction was not as expected. He didn't go charging down to see her. He didn't write about her. He didn't talk about her. Well, not to me, anyway.
I don't care. I don't care what happened to her, or who threw her out, or who took her in either. She's a mean, flighty, ugly, sexy cat, and I'm through with her.
So the days and weeks passed, and he remained sunk in a strange, un-Archie-like gloom. Nightly he pondered the true meaning of life, and wrote 3 verses of a dark and pessimistic nature.
The whole world stinks. Maybe I can sharpen that a little. Oh, it's no use. I may as well confess something, boss. I've been trying to commit suicide again. Boss, I've been committing suicide now for 7 days straight, and I'm exhausted. You remember what a humiliating experience it was when I jumped out the window? seem to end up dead. Boss, no wonder cockroaches have lived through the centuries. There doesn't seem to be any way to kill them. They're so insignificant. Even moth-eaten old alley cats don't bother to look at them. Boss, have you heard anything about Mehitabel? Are you sure she didn't leave a letter? Boss, do you have to bother me with your stuff now? Can't you do a little of your own work? Birth and death notices at a time like this? To Mr. and Mrs. George Gibbons, a son. To Mr. and Mrs. Otto Updike, a daughter. To Mehitabel the cat, a son, a daughter, 2 daughters, a son, a daughter, a daughter. Mehitabel? Kittens! Mehitabel had kittens! She's a mother! I told her this would happen. I told her and she didn't listen to me. Oh, boss, this is going to be trouble. Mehitabel's a great lover, but she's going to be a lousy mother. Mehitabel, I'm coming. Hold fast. Archie's coming. Uncle Archie's coming.
And Mehitabel was holding fast. Well, as fast as could be expected. In an old abandoned garbage can, she had set up housekeeping for her 7 little indiscretions, and a pack of her raffish, disreputable shinbone alley cronies had gathered to pay tribute to the glories of motherhood.
Mehitabel, I'm here. Uncle Archie is here.
Hey, what's going on here?
Where's the boy? Which one is the boy?
Archie, get your stupid feelers out there.
What the hell's this? Uh-oh, she done it again.
I done it. Listen, old tail and no brains. I don't mean to be bitter, but it's your litter.
What do you mean?
She means, you big, ugly sex machine, that you're the father.
Listen, insect, don't call me no father. I'm a leprosy from father. I don't know nothing. I got nothing against your pussy, me, Mehitabel. But this kitten here, that's not for me. That's for them house cats in the houses. So long, baby. See you around.
Wait for me, Bill, baby.
Okay, move it, Blue Eyes.
What? That big bum. I'll call the ASPCA.
Oh, shut up, Archie.
Well, goodbye, Mehitabel. Gotta shake a leg. Cheerio, deario.
Lucy, where are you going? Cheetah, can't you stay and talk?
Later, kid. Tiger Malloy's back in town. Yeah, and I saw him first.
So long, girls.
See, Mehitabel? Me and Witchy, we gotta beat up this poodle. That's right, come on, Caleb.
Good luck.
Ciao, Bella. I've got a date with a smoked salmon.
Enjoy.
Hey, Tiger Lily, say something for me. Bye, Mommy.
Don't worry, Mehitabel. You love being a mother.
Yeah, mother.
Mama, sing us a lullaby.
Sure, kid, sure. Then you snuggle down in the ash can. If I'm not back in 1 minute, you can start without me.
Come on, kid. After two. Lullaby, little kitten, good to sleep in the ashes. Mother love will protect you while you slumber and dream. Lullaby, hush-a-bye, while you're standing in the ash can. Mother they will be hustling for fish, cakes, and cream.
Sometimes I think the kindest thing would be to carry them over to the river and drop them in. Such mother's love is so unreasonable. Something always keeps me from doing it. I'll make a home for the little innocent, unless the court from it should remove them.
Mehitabel, don't say things like that.
As you can see, Archie, I have to make a trash can without a cover. And she's afraid before I could rescue them, the little dears might founder.
Mehitabel, it's raining now, it's raining harder and harder.
What did you say, Archie?
Mehitabel, it's pouring. You have to rescue the kittens.
Archie, I can't hear a word you're saying.
Mehitabel, get your children out of the ash can. They're practically floating away. Mehitabel.
Oh, my kitties. Oh, my darling, darling kitties. Let us hurry and rescue them. Ow!
Mehitabel, we made it. We rescued your kittens in the nick of time.
Well, Archie, you are a true friend and a hero. But sometimes I wish I had a true friend who would mind his own business.
What?
Stop, you little cockroach. Stop, get away, get out of my sight. Ow!
Mehitabel?
Oh, come on out, I won't hurt you. You know, every time I'm really alone, you're here. It's getting cold, Archie. That's been awful. Winter's coming and my fur ain't what it used to be.
Well, Mehitabel, if you'd only settle down, take a job.
Miserable winter. Miserable kittens. Miserable cockroach. Damn cockroach is the only friend I ever had. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Oh, Mehitabel, if you only would. I have the address here. 320 Maiden Lane.
Maiden. House cat wanted in good, respectable home in the high-rent district. Come on, you miserable brats, we'll do it. Pardon me. Are you the people who are in the market for house cats? Of course, I'll have to see your references.
I did it. I saved her. I made Mehitabel respectable.
So the door closed behind mehitabel, and a new life opened for her. Now, it was certain this dramatic turn of events would make Archie happy. But strange are the ways of cockroaches and men. He didn't look happy at all. And as the peaceful weeks rolled by, he became more and more restless and uneasy every day.
No mail. No mail again. Boss, are you stealing my mail? I'm sorry. Forgive me. I don't know what I'm saying. Boss, things never turn out the way you think they will. Take this new job of mehitabel's. Boss, that was my heart's dearest wish, the result of my unceasing, tireless efforts. And I haven't even gotten an invitation to call. Oh, I know she sent one. Are you sure you haven't seen it, boss? Oh, I asked you that already. Excuse me. Well, it's mislaid, that's all. But she'll send another one, won't she? Won't she, boss? After all, this is me, Archie, her best friend, guide, mentor. All that she is now, she owes to me. Gee, I can just see her, sitting before a warm fire, quiet, dignified, respectable, the new Mehitabel.
Oh, brother.
Stand up, roll over, give me a paw, give me a paw. Stand up, roll over, give me a paw, give me a paw.
Watch the tail, honey.
Say me out, pretty your tail. Look at the baby, say me out, pretty your tail. Look at the baby, roll around, tumble, 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 roll around, tumble, 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 tumble.
It's a living.
Bad, naughty, 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 naughty.
news! It is I!
Archie, what are you doing here? How did you get in?
Through the keyhole. Boy, for such a fancy house, they keep a mighty dirty keyhole.
Well, it's very late, Archie. What brings you so suddenly? What do you want?
What? I don't want anything. I just dropped in to visit. I didn't get your invitation, but I knew you must have sent one. I missed you, mehitabel. And besides, I'm here in my professional capacity, too, for a story for the paper about your life in high society. It must be thrilling.
Oh, it's thrilling, all right. You want an item for your paper? I'll give you an item, Archie. Today, Mehitabel the cat played with a ball, rolled in a rug, had her tail stepped on by a size 11 shoe, and caught a mouse. Now there's an item for you. Me, Mehitabel, queen of Shinbone Alley, catching mice? Me, who never tackled anything smaller than a policeman's leg. Me, who used to use bulldogs for bait. And if they were less than 20 pounds, I'd throw them back. And now look at me. Mehitabel, the walking mousetrap. And you did it. You talked me into this mink-line mausoleum. And you can be real proud of yourself, Archie, real proud.
Well, mehitabel, life can't be all grade A cream. There are certain inconveniences anywhere you live.
Yes. And there's an inconvenience here for you, Archie. You can't come here anymore.
What?
You didn't mislay any invitation, Archie. None was ever sent. I don't like to say this, but, well, this is a real high-toned house, and, well, I may as well speak plainly. Cockroaches are not allowed on the rug.
But mehitabel, this is me, Archie, your best friend, poet, philosopher, cockroach, cum laude, Harvard, odd 8.
I'm sorry, Archie. Cockroaches are not allowed on the rug. It's too middle class.
Middle class? Me? Middle class? What do these cheap social climbers know about real class? I have more class than this whole nouveau riche neighborhood put together. I'll have you know I have relatives living in Buckingham Palace.
Shh, Archie, please. Not so loud, they'll hear you.
Let him hear me, let him hear. I have 5,000 cousins living in the Pentagon. They're even included in the budget.
Archie, please don't take on so. I have to tell you for your own safety. They've got awfully big feet in this house.
All right, I'm going. But it's not just them, it's you too. You don't want me either.
Archie, you have to understand. This is different from Shinbone Alley. They have rules here, and Archie, I don't make the rules.
All right, mehitabel, I'm going. You don't have to be embarrassed by me anymore. I should have known. I should have known human beings could turn even you against me. But I didn't think it could happen. Not between you and me. Not between you and me.
Archie? I had to do it. I had to tell him. No, I didn't. I didn't have to do a thing like that. Not to little Archie. Life sure can be funny. Here I haven't sliced an eye or ripped an ear in weeks. And yet I feel meaner than I've ever felt in my whole misbegotten life. I know why, too. Mehitabel, I don't like you anymore.
So Mehitabel the cat sat unhappily in the warm house in the high-rent district, while Archie the cockroach walked with his sorrow through the crooked streets and silent alleyways of the sleeping city as he pondered the consequences of his own deeds.
I walk along a quiet street and drag my tie tired, lonely feet and dream about my friend mehitabel, the way she used to be. And in the darkness, how I long to hear the wild, unconquered song that used to mark my friend mehitabel, my raggle-taggle friend, so wild and free. I changed it to a tab with a ribbon round her neck. I gave her food and took away her pride. But now she sits before the fire in a warm and cozy room. But the fire in her eye has died. A cockroach should not ever be the one to play with destiny. I'm weeping for my friend mehitabel, the way she used to be. Boss, could I have been wrong? Could I have been so wrong?
I had no answer to such a question. And Archie expected none from me. But I knew that greater troubles were brewing for my little insect friend. He was learning a lesson that would touch his sensitive heart to the very quick. I felt a crisis was approaching, and I feared for it. And then one evening I came to the office early, and I was shocked and horrified by what I saw. There he sat, Archie, the incorruptible, drinking. And what's more, he was drinking flick with a DDT chaser. Ah, the shame of it, the degradation, the folly of such a course. Look at him, scorn him in his...
Ah, shut up. What are you, my judge? Sentence me. Go on, sentence me. That's the trouble with this world. Too many judges. Too much justice and not enough mercy. Mehitabel threw me out. Was that mercy? I gotta find her. I gotta explain to her. Mehitabel!
Should I have stopped him? Could I have stopped him? Archie himself had taught me the bitter answer. The destinies of cockroaches and men are in their own hands. So I let him go. I was heavy-hearted. I was afraid for him. But I let him go.
Round, round, round in the circle goes my poor old head. Round, round, round in the circle goes my poor old head. Mehitabel! Mehitabel, come out of there! You pussycat! You cream on the whiskers, whipping around the neck, pussy-footin' pusillanimous pussycat! Ooh, that's a good one. Pusillanimous. Mehitabel! Mehitabel, come out of there! Come out, I say! She won't come out. What I care. I'm no pussy-footin' pusillanimous pussycat. Cockroach. Who said that? Don't be disgusted. I'm no cockroach. I'm 6 feet tall and I'm blonde. And what I care for that old pussycat. Round, round, round in the circle goes my poor old head. ladybugs of the evening. Ah, sure. I'm 6 feet tall and I'm blonde, and I bet I'll show it. Hello, ladybugs.
My girl. Don't light a match or he may go off. Well, hello, handsome. You sure look like a bug of action to me.
Action. Yeah, that's what I crave. Action. Give me action, I tell you. I want action.
Well, handsome, you come to the right place at the right time with the right girl for action. We're three ladybugs, 3 simple days. We're 3 ladybugs who ain't exactly ladies. We're 3 fancy dolls, cute, red and tan bugs. We're 3 ladybugs all looking for a man bug. Snug as a bug in a rug. Snug as a bug in a rug. Come with me and we will be snug as a bug in a rug. Tray risque bugs, 3 free-wheelers. We've got lots of feelings. They say we're bad bugs who live in a bad street. If you think that's bad, look 'cause something's on a Brad Street. Snug as a bug in a rug. Snug as a bug in a rug. Come with me and we will be snug as a bug in a rug.
Bartender, give them the poison they need. Everybody, DDT's on me.
Snug as a bug in a rug. Snug as a bug in a rug. Come with me and soon we'll be snug as a bug in a rug. Wow! Poems? The little bomb is loaded with poems. Oh, to mehitabel. Mehitabel the magnificent. My friend Mehitabel. A cockroach can look at a cat.
Mehitabel? Who said that? Who took that name in vain? My poems. Where did you find my poems? Take your dirty hands off my beautiful poems! Try to steal my poems. mention her name in a joint like that? Not while Archie is around, I betcha. I showed him. Yes, I showed him, all right. 6 feet tall and a blonde, that's me.
Cockroach, you made Mehitabel into a pussycat, and I've been looking for you.
You did it. You ruined her. You ruined my friend Mehitabel. Fight! Come on and fight! It's a lie. You didn't ruin her. I did it. Nobody but me. Nobody but me.
Well, what do you know? I think little Crumbum loves her. Who would have believed it? Mehitabel, a pussycat, and a cockroach loves her. He loves her.
So Archie learned a great lesson at a great cost. That is, that it is no wiser to try to make a Mehitabel out of an Archie than it is to make an Archie out of a Mehitabel.
How did I get back here, boss? Did somebody bring me? Did she bring me, boss? She should have left me lying there. I did her a great wrong, boss. A great wrong.
So wisdom came with sorrow, and there was a new depth and compassion in Archie's work. His body regained its strength, but the spirit, the verve, the joy of life were gone. It was not all loss, however. As he returned again to his labors, it was apparent that suffering had added a new dimension to his genius. There was a depth, a compassion in his work that had never been there before. Even a chance meeting with a foolish mob moved into passion and poetry.
Dear boss, I met a moth the other night who loved to play with fire. She was trying to break into a 100-watt bulb and fry herself on a wire. I said to her, if you keep that up, your years will be painfully few. Do you play with fire 'cause you like it, or because it's the conventional thing for moths to do? She looked at me all starry-eyed and fluttered her wings as she softly sighed.
Have you ever seen the secret heart of a flame? How many creatures have ever seen the secret heart of a flame? We moths would rather know beauty once and then just cease to be. Then never know any beauty at all and live an eternity.
before I could stop her, that crazy little blighter took a flying leap at the business end of a windproof lighter, and... no more little blighter. Well, boss, that boss was a fool, I guess. But there's one thing I can't deny. I wish there were something in this world I wanted as much as she wanted to thrive. Your troubled friend, Archie. Boss, you know who that moth reminds me of? Mehitabel, that's who. But not Mehitabel with a ribbon around her neck and cream on her whiskers. Oh no, it reminds me of my wild and wonderful friend who capered and sang in Shinbone Alley by the light of a dying moon. Boss, when I close my eyes, I can see her even now, so clearly, so clearly. Her left ear was ragged, there were lumps on her hind, and she limped on her hind leg on the starboard side. Though life always treated her in the same ugly way, yet she sang as she danced, toujours gay, toujours gay.
Toujours gay, toujours gay, toujours gay.
What's that?
Toujours gay, toujours
It
gay.
can't be.
Toujours gay, toujours
I must be dreaming. It's Mehitabel.
Cheerio, my cheerio, prance and pirouette. It's cheerio, my cheerio, it's life in me yet. Toujours gay, toujours gay, toujours gay, toujours gay, toujours gay, toujours gay, toujours gay.
Mehitabel, the way she used to be, dancing on the cold cobbles, the wind blowing through her frozen whiskers.
Blow, winds that crack your cheeks. Rage, blow.
Winds out of the north, to hell with being a pest. My left hind leg is brittle, but there's life in the old days yet. Winds come out of the north and pierce the gut within. But someday Mehitabel's gone.
after the sadly beautiful song of the mob, I heard nothing more from Archie. Deadlines came and deadlines went. But where was the vermin Voltaire? A cockroach with writer's block, that was all I needed. Had mehitabel, his frisky muse, finally deserted him? Had he abandoned his lifelong search for beauty? Or maybe somebody had swatted the little guy and silenced him forever. Who knew? Either way, I kind of missed the little test. And then one quiet evening in the office, just after I put the paper to bed, I was just about to kiss the place goodnight, when suddenly, what's that? Sounds like my old typewriter. Dear boss.
I am only a poor, humble cockroach. But creative expression is the need of my soul. I'm little and I'm ugly, and everybody sneers at me. But I'm a poet, and my heart holds a flame. Boss, we mustn't blame mehitabel for being what she has to be. I think she's just plain wonderful, and I'm proud to call her my friend.
Archie, welcome back, pal.
If you're glad to see me again, boss, please don't blubber about it. Just crumble up a bit of stale donut for your friend and fellow artist, Archie. In all directions,
Drifting with the tide.
no folks,
No friends.
no heart,
No home. Tossed and troubled
as we roam the wide, wide world.
Flotsam,
If you want troubles, we got some.
jetsam,
If we ain't got some, we'll get some.
stormy
And
realm.
if you want doubles or troubles, we'll get you the doubles.
Me,
That'll be she,
without a rider.
drifting alone at sea.
He,
That'll be me.
without a helm.
How can that possibly be?
No drive.
How can we try?
No bounce.
How can we bounce?
No bank.
We had a bank account,
Account.
just to know accounts.
Flotsam
and
Jetsam, who amounts to not a lot. Please write upon my tombstone in Shinbone Alley. She never did a thing by half. He lies a ragged, beat up, good for nothing cat.
friendship that was deep inside. Oh, blossom magenta as we mope and roll.
You my only comfort,
You my only hope,
my kiss,
my kid,
my pal,
my friend,
clinging
together to the beats of